And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Our last episode, we successfully beat Titan finally. Or rather, we finally fought Titan. The battle was really easy, wouldn't you say, Orbo? Yeah, so with that done, probably just gonna be a lot of story talk today, which, not gonna lie, kinda need. So do you, right, Orbo? Yeah, we did a lot of work on that maintenance, and we're still not done. But that's for later. We got some videos to make and some games to play. Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Mechanist. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. What a waste. Hey, you did a good job, so, goodbye. Could have done that at the base where I have to actually go, but let's not. Let's enjoy the peaceful episode we'll probably have today, which we need before we get back to work. And where am I going? The lower, probably? Oh, let's see, upper level. We'll go to the upper level. Pretty good assumption to make that's the upper level. Just because I'm pretty sure we're in the lower level right now. Probably could have found a crystal, but what am I gonna do? Let's see, we're on the upper deck, so the mission, yep, right over there. Right, I'm fairly close. Crystal would have been a little bit closer, but, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Honestly, I like the little Gabu pet. Minion, whatever you would call it. I like the way he waddles after me. Alright, let's not get lost. Looks like straight through here, right to here. Should have used the Ethernet, I know, but I'm not gonna get into it. Sorry if I'm off. We spent a lot of work fixing the problems that have occurred, and we're still not done yet, so I'm running dangerously low on energy. But it's kind of a good thing we caught it when we did. It led to a couple other problems that need to be addressed. But I'm not going to get into that. Thank you for coming, Mechanist. Word of your triumph reached me a while ago, but I'm pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit and now Titan. Yeah, so this next trial. Hey, you're gonna fight Garuda, but even though you defeated Ifrit and Titan and successfully negotiated with Ramuh, you gotta make sure you're up to snuff for the bird. That's probably what it's gonna be, right? Yeah. Let's see. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly, and there could be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The people of Limsa are forever in your debt. Yeah, sure. And then you're gonna forget me the first chance you get, right? I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Signs of the Seventh Dawn. Will do. Thank you for doing your job. That's all we're thankful for. Mechanist, this has been Philia. Ystrela has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea. One that shall not be forgotten. We'll see about that. And what is more, both you and Ystrela emerged from Algomoro unscathed, while I talked to Rue and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. To be fair, I'm a tank and Ystrela didn't really do much. Not getting into that. You can look forward to a hero's welcome, sure. We'll be awaiting your return in the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Well, what does that mean? Simple. We're teleporting all the way. I wish there was a crystal here. Why is there no crystal here? Oh, stupid map navigation. Teleport me here, please, and thank you. I mean, it's clearly the hub area. It's where all the missions are. It's where everything is. Why can't the crystal be there? Yeah, I don't know either, Orbo. But whatever, let's keep going. We're moving pretty fast now. Don't know how fast we were before, but it definitely feels faster. It was the same movement speed. Let's see. I really need a... I was gonna say take a break from Final Fantasy, but it's not that. I just need to... As odd as it sounds, I think I need to dive more into this game off camera to make some things click, like the Golden Palace in the Sands area. That could be something I'd be doing for fun and getting just that built up, unlocking and playing different classes. Maybe I need to take a break from the MSQ. Something to think about. Frightened villager, whatever. I guess you're here to ask us for help, right? Probably the next mission, like I said, probably a simple one. Maybe we'll go for 30, 35 minutes instead. Just because I still have a lot of work to get done. Maintenance repairs and something happened here. Okay, so we're not going to be tackling Garuda first. Oh great, time for some drama, right? I knew this took it. Oh, everybody's gone, even the representative. Wasn't sure I was prepared for this. This one is glad, walking one is safe. Yeah, I just met you as a representative. Oh, am I doing my echo thing to see what happened? We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There's much to discuss. Oh, this literally just happened a second ago. You know, teleportation. Thank heavens he is safe. Are you evil? Not gonna pronounce the name, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time it will illuminate the realm once more. Gasp! Advance no further, and they're all taken care of. Oh, it's those people, the Garleans. How'd they find out about our super secret, not obvious headquarters? We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. I'm not there. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy. Whimper. Oh, everybody we knew is now no longer with us. That's sad. Confound it. Stay outside. I would leave a message with you. Well, she didn't do a very good job. Or he. I surrender myself on the condition you spare the innocent. That ain't happening. The commander's alive, though. Conditions. There speaks the Supreme Scion. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor. That was actually where she died right there. Search all you will, the one you seek is not here. Tough commander. I like it. So it would seem. Not gonna lie, when shooting from the bottom of your wrist actually be very inaccurate. So that's a waste. And yet you knew to look here. But how? Hold that thought. Powerful kick. No. Conditions of surrender denied. Well, there goes the entirety of the Scions. I know they took some captive. Probably the main characters. Have you not done enough? These are evil people. They never do enough because they're evil for the sake of being evil. Perhaps enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough. We leave, bring the prisoners. So am I gonna have to rebuild the Scions now? I mean that kinda makes sense for a fantasy story. You joined a secret order, and now they're all gone. You gotta rebuild. Walking one, Minfilia asked this one to... Can't I use a potion of white magic or something to heal? Technically I can, but not for the story. In case Walking One returns, this one wants to say... At church at Easter Thunderland, Walking One must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking One and Minfilia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. You know, even though I'm a heartless machine, I felt that. You too, Orbo? Well, I was not expecting that. Yeah, that's the kind of thing you figure would happen after you defeated all the Titan. Or all the... whatchamacallit, all the, primals. It's like, oh, now it's getting good. But I've only defeated 2. Technically 3, but really 2. What about the story of Ultra's going further? I was not expecting that. Alright, Hen, get me to the church. We have to claim sanctuary. I wonder if we have more secret members there, or if it's just the only safe haven we have, considering our base is compromised. Or if you could choose your new base, or if that's also be predetermined. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Probably should get off my mount, be respectful, and here we are. Is something troubling you, my son? You have the look of someone who has endured great suffering. Well, you could say that. If there is anything I could do to help, anything at all you need is ask. I guess that one? The Wild Roses. I see, you may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Scions. Yeah, I picked the right one. Secret code. All the NPCs were slaughtered, the main characters I think survived. How? How could this have happened? Probably a mole. It's usually a mole. And you are certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Guardians. Yep, I saw it with my own echo. Let us pray no further harm comes to them. I wouldn't say that, they sound like they wanted to torture Minfilia. But I'm not going to tell you that. Be nice. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It's the least I could do for a friend of Minfilia's. I've known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her. And I will gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sister Scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Got a bed? Marquise, would you come here for a moment? Yes, father. Oh, that Pan, it's probably gonna be him. He's a betrayer. Oh no, that looks like Sid. Every Final Fantasy game has to have a Sid, you can tell by the goggles on his head. That's probably Sid, ain't it? Come and get what you know. Yeah, get on with it, let's see, right? If you require assistance, pray speak to Marquise. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marquise is a survivor of the Battle of Courtenay. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would certainly have perished in the desert. Marquise, I want you to look after Mechanist. Do you understand? Yes, father. Yeah, I mean, between the goggles and the look in his eyes, it's probably Sid. Actually, have we encountered Sid before? I really am having trouble recalling. Yeah, probably the maintenance or the damage done causing effects. Let's get on with this. You can't take it with you. Another weapon coffer. That one I think will save. Excuse me, Mechanist, do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horloge. Okay. Which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There is something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with this device, it'll come to me. Right there, tinkering with the devices is Sid, ain't it? However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Drybone, in my stead to obtain a ballpoint chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They are often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I didn't expect you to foot the bill. I thought it was float the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. I just lost everybody, but sure, let's help you repair a watch. Unless this too is like a trial. You know what? No, I'm not gonna. That's just a waste of 100 gil. I'm close enough I could just walk it, or float it, drag it? Whatever you would call this. Was not expecting that tragedy so early on. Again, maybe if there was like one more primal or all the primals taken care of, then yeah, I could expect it, but I took care of 2. Then again, I did predict I was probably about halfway through, so I guess it's a good time if I am halfway through. I don't know. A ballpoint chisel, you say, and a pair of needle-nose pincers. Those things don't come cheap, you know. I'm surprised I don't flip the bill. I got 78,000 gil. Balls, that's a saying. I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. Well, clearly it was way too much. But again, I wonder if this was a trial. I do wonder that. Anyways, let's see. Is it Sid, but he's having memory problems, and fixing the watch will bring it all back? Is he in disguise and this is a trial? Is it not Sid at all, and I'm just wasting my energy talking? Let's find out together. Have you bought the tools I requested? Yep. Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. Yeah, I got nothing else to do. I'm just mourning my friends. I guess, would you consider, Again, the NPCs are gone. But it seems like all the main characters, except for the, I forget what they're called, but the ones who worship, the Beast King who worship Ramu. Like, that one was a serious loss. The rest of them, I think, are just NPCs, and the actual main characters are the ones taken prisoner. So yeah, I can still say I'm mourning a friend's loss. Of course, for all I know, they will come back. That's one of the things, like, unless we bury them. Yeah, I'm not going to predict the story, let's get on with it. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. Yet maybe he does have actual amnesia. That'd be interesting, help Sid regain his memory. While dealing with the loss of a friend. But how? How did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. I need him to help me with my repairs. There is no doubt or uncertainty. I know exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. That's called muscle memory. Pardon me, Mechanist. This was a mistake. Please give the I'm just gonna call it a clock. I'm pretty sure it's a clock. To Sister Elunid. Okay. Elund. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it's best that it is returned to him. You know what? We're gonna help him get his memory back by bringing him an airship. That ought to jumpstart something. In case you don't know, for anybody who doesn't, Sid is a character in every Final Fantasy game. That's right, even though none of the Final Fantasy games are connected, I believe, to maybe the first 2 or 3, there's always a Sid, and Sid is always the one responsible for the airship. Sometimes they're a playable character, sometimes they're just an NPC. But yeah, there's always a Sid, and they're always associated with the airship, which you get usually early up, like maybe a third of the way through the game, then you lose it, and then you get it back towards the end of the game. That unlocks you fast travel. So a pretty important character. Good morrow to you, sir. Have you come to pay respects to this man? I'm giving him his clock. Never before have I seen such a unique device. You see that it measures the passing of time? I called it a watch. Or actually, I called it a clock. What's the difference between a clock and a watch? Is a clock just tells time and a watch is something you can wear? Not gonna get into that. I said I wasn't. Mayhap they are more common in dollar modes? That's a name. I'm given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Okay, so let's take Sid, Marquis, to Garlemald. Marquis said that it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear, you don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy. It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, more importantly, how did Marquis manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. Well, I got a free weapon coffer, but I'm pretty sure my weapon is level 24. How come I haven't replaced it yet? Okay, then I will be using this on myself. I think I used the last weapon coffer on myself, and it gave me a weaker one, so I decided to wait. But this is a level 34, this is 10 levels above. I should get something for this, right? Something tells me I didn't. Let us see. The answer is barely better. Barely better. Okay, I mean, I'll equip it. How about the shield? The shield's worse. How? What? Okay, so that was a waste. Yeah, I heard Orbo before Orbo. Sorry, Orbo. Okay, I'm gonna have to quit sooner than I thought. I'm really starting to malfunction here and power down. Yeah, so I think off camera I'm gonna have to grind the last dungeon to get better equipment, because if I just use level 34 coffer, and my level 24 shield is still technically better, and this weapon is barely better than my level 24 sword, I gotta go far up a better one. That was just a waste. That was a waste. So now I have something to do off camera. Gotta go farm up a dungeon. I recognize you now, Mechanist. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. That's right, I'm still mourning. I'll take my frustrations out in the dungeon. I'll apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the waiting sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. Are you being serious? I have to transport the bodies of my friends for burial. I get it, they said it could be cathartic, give peace to, I gotta say goodbye to everybody, but that doesn't seem quite right. I'm not gonna say messed up, Orbo, but whatever, we'll do this and stop. Just because I said about 30 minutes, we still got a little bit of repairs to do, and I gotta go farm up a dungeon off camera for better equipment. That's just ridiculous. A level 34 weapon coffer, and I don't get a better shield, and I get a weapon barely better than my current one. Barely better. I mean, 2 damage isn't really a lot. As you know, I play Terraria. Early game mode is all about like the 1, 2, 3 damage. You barely notice. You have to wait till it gets like 5 and 7 damage before it's like, oh, this is stronger. Plus I now have a Mach for a weapon. I have no problems with Mach, but not exactly my favorite type of weapon. Mainly because you have to replace the shards every other time you fight. Actually, it's every time you fight. Not getting into it. And you don't look like one of them church fellas, not that I'll turn ye away. No, sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the witch yards they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. I was already there. 'Twas the stuff of nightmares, I tell ye. God's damned Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folk, and I sure as hells don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, did I see you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Never mind. Any road? There's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard, out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I would mind to leave the remainder to you. I want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks are starting to turn. Those are my friends, and I should destroy you. I'm a paladin. Okay, I think I recognize 1 or 2 of them. Obviously, I recognize you, but the other ones I'm not sure. And they just left them in a pile over here. This is messed up. I'm just gonna say it. This is messed up. Also, how strong am I to lift all 4 of these bodies? Okay, this one's taking a while. Is it because of special interaction, or because it's bigger? Look at this, moving without an issue. How strong is our NPC? Or our main character, our OC, or whatever you want to call them. Our Warrior of Light, we'll call them that. Yep, here we go. Half my friends. Right up to the big fella, I forget it, just bring the next batch and toss him in the back. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. Yeah, 4-on-1 trip, I reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest. So you people are being lazy and you're being rude to my fallen comrades. Yeah, as a paladin, that does not sit right with me. Oh yeah, and as a black mage, I was a thaumaturge, which means I dealt with dealing, like, rites of the dead, right? Oh, this is all kinds of messed up. And appropriate for my character. I went from, let me learn black magic to learn barrel rights to paladin to bury my friends. Worked out oddly perfectly, didn't it, Orbo? No, I didn't set it up that way, it just happened. Alright, the last of my fallen friends. Then we'll go back, we'll bury them, and then we'll finish up there. Sprint over. I don't know how I can sprint at full pace with 4 bodies on me, but main characters, right? Come on, let's finish this. No Roxas. I like how they at least made that one a separate one. So that means I guess only 1 main character did die, like I said. That should be all of them, thanks for the help. The rest were just nameless NPCs. So there was only 1 death, and it did hurt. It did hurt. I reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lich yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. Yep, I'll teleport back, and they'll probably be there when I get there, right? That's how it always works. I'm just gonna say it, I teleported back right after I got the message, can't wait for you to get here. I feel like some stories I know is incredibly difficult to do. I wish some stories would have like a internal timer where, oh, you did it just fast enough. You were able to save them. Would you give me my claw and stop focusing on that random NPC? Please, game, I'm already dealing with enough here burying my friends. Alright, this should be it, and we'll stop there. I got a lot of maintenance to do. I'd say we're about, what, halfway done, Orbo? Yeah, about halfway done. We basically stabilized the problem and got myself back to working condition to make videos. We still got a lot to do. Alright, let's bury my friends. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago. How? And we have begun preparing your comrade for burial. I had a hand in the initial rite, and I would like you to know that, for many, death came quickly. That is nice to know, except for the one that actually matters. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Alright, we're gonna call it there. I keep saying it, but yeah, we got work to do, Orbo. And I wasn't expecting such a serious episode. And I wasn't expecting that weapon coffer to completely screw us. So, yeah, we're gonna end it there. Sorry for the short episode. Don't worry, next week I'll do an hour-long episode to make up for it. I gotta finish the repairs. Yeah, there's stuff to do, and I have to farm up off camera. Ugh, the machine's work is never done, is it? Alright, until next time. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been the Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.